Hey guys, what is up? Justin Van Ferrari here, Waypoint Outdoor Adventures. We are getting ready to head out to Isle Royale. Should be quite the adventure. Stay tuned. Make sure you watch to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you how you can win 2 free tickets to the island and some extra gear for your adventure. Whether you're an avid hiker or just getting started, Isle Royale is an absolutely spectacular place to visit. With over 165 miles of trails, you can spend as little or as much time exploring as you want. But with so many different opportunities and places to go and things to see, where do you even start? I spent 10 days and hiked 90 miles zigzagging all over the island to find the absolute best spots. So in this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 hikes on Isle Royale. I heard they don't really have that sharp of teeth.
I'll let you find out.
Dude, that's pretty slick, huh?
Where is he now? I mean, we were like right here.
There he is!
I don't want to get bitten by a beaver.
Oh. Coming in at number 5 is the Rock Harbor Trail. The Rock Harbor Trail is an 11.1 mile hike right along the shores of Lake Superior and the Moskey Basin. Now I must say that this trail can be a bit technical in a few spots. It's not anything that is too difficult, but just plan a few extra hours to get to your destination. The beautiful part about this hike is it just hugs the unparalleled beauty of the Lake Superior shoreline the entire way. And if you're going to break up your hike over a few days, you can stop at either Daisy Farm or 3 Mile Campground, but experienced hikers can make it in a day. Now, this is not the most remote trail on the island. In fact, it's probably one of the most heavily populated, but you can still see moose along the trail. I recommend this trail as long as you're planning to stay on the Rock Harbor side of the island. If you don't mind seeing a few people along the way, this is an absolutely spectacular hike. Josh found the spot right there. Oh yeah, he's not even gonna how are you gonna drink that coffee? Just pour it down the hatch.
See, lift your head up.
Oh man, that's a lot of work though.
Put your head back down.
Yeah.
Oh, the sun's just like getting it like.
Yeah, look at that. Coming in at number 4 is the Indian Portage Trail that begins in McCargo Cove and goes all the way down to Chippewa Harbor. I absolutely love this trail because it traverses from the north side of the island to the south or from the south to the north, and it's directly in between my 2 favorite campgrounds on the island, McCargo Cove and Moskey Basin. Adios, McCargo Cove. You are absolutely beautiful. I recommend this trail if you're going to be on the island for more than just a couple days. The nice thing about this is that you can just do a portion of the trail without really missing a whole lot of the experience. If you already did the Rock Harbor Trail and you're at Moskey Basin, you can just hop on the Lake Ritchie Trail over to Lake Ritchie, hook up with the Indian Portage Trail and head north past Lake Lesage and then Lake Livermore. And at that point, you can hop on the Greenstone Ridge Trail and make your way back to Rock Harbor, or you can stay on the Indian Portage Trail. It treks right alongside the west side of Chicken Bone Lake, which is an absolutely spectacular hike. You go right through West Chicken Bone Campground, and you make your way all the way to McCargo Cove. Pretty cold. Let's go. Oh. It's refreshing. Oh. The McCargo Cove is where the Indian Portage Trail and the Minong Trail connect. So you have all sorts of options on this trail, but it encompasses a lot of the inland lakes on the west side of the island, and it is absolutely beautiful. We had a lot of wildlife encounters while we were on this trail, and we saw some of the largest birch trees I've ever seen in my entire life. It's an absolutely amazing trail. So if you're going to be on the island for more than just a couple days, I highly recommend the Indian Portage Trail. He was
Literally standing right here. I almost, oh man.
I looked up and all I saw was the fence. I'm like, what's going on?
I wasn't expecting, you know, it's like you said, you don't know what it is when all you see is.
I know, yeah.
And I just,
Number 3 on the list is the East Minong Trail. Specifically, this is the section of the Minong between Todd Harbor and McCargo Cove. This section is far less remote than the west section between Todd Harbor and Windigo Bay. On this section of the island, you have absolutely spectacular views up into Canada and over across the northern side of the island and Lake Superior. I would recommend you take an extra day if you're planning to traverse the entire length of the island and do this section instead of the Greenstone Ridge Trail. From Todd Harbor, you can stay on the Minong and continue all the way down to Windigo Bay, or you can cut across at the Hatchet Lake Trail, which I also highly recommend. And that way you're still able to experience a little bit of both, and you're able to spend a little time on the Greenstone Ridge Trail as well.
oh, dude. Are you serious? What? Yes. Dude, if one of us would have went in. That's where she was talking about the beaver dam.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I want to see it from up here.
Yeah, so Hatchet Lake is like 3 or 4 feet higher than it should be. You know those rocks that you slipped on? Those would have been exposed without this.
Yeah, they would have been.
Oh, there's a 2-stage. Look, there's more.
Where? Oh, over there?
Yeah.
No way.
The number 2 trail on the island in my book is the Stoll Trail. Now, this is not anywhere near the most remote trail. It's actually one of the most easily accessible trails, but it starts in Rock Harbor and then extends all the way out to the very east end of the island. Beautiful views of Lake Superior the entire way. It's a shorter trail. It's more accessible. In fact, if you're just going to the island to do a day hike and you're not planning to stay the night, this is the trail to do. We found great spots, a couple different spots where we could jump off the rocks and jump into Lake Superior. Obviously use your own caution when doing that, but it was absolutely spectacular. This was a hike that we saved for the very last hike, the last day we were on the island, and it was a perfect end to a perfect trip. It was absolutely beautiful. All right, and before we get to the number 1 hike on Isle Royale, I want to tell you how you can win a free trip to the island. Okay, here's how it's going to work. If this video hits 10,000 views and gets 1,000 likes in 2021, I'll be giving away 2 free ferry tickets along with some gear for your adventure, or 1 seaplane ticket to Isle Royale. Here's what you need to do. First off, you need to subscribe to my channel. In order to qualify for this, you need to be a subscriber to Waypoint Outdoor Adventures. Number 2, you need to turn on notifications so you don't miss the announcement. Then you need to hit the thumbs up button on this video, and you need to leave a comment. Any comment on this video, whether you like it, whether you hate it, whether you wish I would have included something else, whether you completely disagree, it doesn't matter. Whatever comment you want to leave on this video is fine. And then last off, you need to go watch my entire Isle Royale series. The link is in the description below. And then tell me which episode you like best. This was an absolutely spectacular trip, and I want to pass this adventure along to you. It is the opportunity of a lifetime. It is absolutely incredible. So subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and then watch the rest of my Isle Royale series. Okay, and now to the number 1 hike on Isle Royale. This was really a hard decision, but I think the best trail on the island is the Feldtman Ridge Trail. This was absolutely spectacular. It's actually one of the more remote trails on the island. I think we saw twice as many moose on the island as we saw people. He's just chilling. Just slowly meandering away. He's not scared of me. It begins at Feldtman Lake, and we actually stayed the night at the Feldtman Lake campground. And when we woke up, we heard moose out in the water, grazing in the water just outside our campsite. So a beautiful start to amazing adventure. And when you begin the trail from Feldtman Lake, there's a lot of elevation change at the beginning. And you get up on the ridge and there's beautiful views overlooking Feldtman Lake and into Lake Superior. And then you continue walking along the ridge and there's a fire tower. It is hands down the best lookout on the island. You can see all the way up to Copper Harbor and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and you can see over into Minnesota and even into Canada. It is absolutely spectacular views. And then you make your way back down. It's a slow, gradual, easy stroll descend into Siskiwit Bay. If you're going to make it to the island and you want to see wildlife, you want to have some moose encounters, we saw lots of wolf activity over there, you need to get over to Feldtman Ridge. Now, you can either take the ferry to Siskiwit Bay and then hike up to the ridge and to Feldtman Lake and stay the night at the Feldtman Lake campground, or you can start in Wendigo and then make your way through the Feldtman Lake Trail to Feldtman Campground and then do the Feldtman Ridge. But it's really a 2 or 3 day journey just to do that section of the island. It's completely different from any of the other areas of the island. There's a lot of lowland, a lot of wetland, a lot of wildlife, and just some absolutely beautiful views once you get up on the ridge. So I highly recommend the Feldtman Ridge Trail to anyone who goes out to Isle Royale.
Look at all the moose prints. You know, so the moose must come from this here. Actually, let's be quiet. We might even see one.
Yep.
And you can see, like, they walk all the way down the beach, eat, drink. They can go up in the...
Eat, drink, and be merry. That's what they're doing.
All right, so those are my top 5 recommended hikes for Isle Royale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. If this video gets to 10,000 views and 1,000 likes, I am giving away a free trip to Isle Royale. So don't miss out.